Hi there. These comments are for YS. I am Michael from OTC, OnlineTOEFLCourse.com, and you got some good news here. This is exactly the email I've been waiting for. You joined my TOEFL Speaking Bootcamp course. You had some TOEFL private lessons with me. And let's take a look at your message. Say, hi, Mr. Michael. I want to tell you good news. I got the exam just a few days ago and I received the results today. I got 28 speaking. Wow. 27 writing, 22 listening, 26 reading. I passed the TOEFL. I just got a few private classes and a speaking boot camp course with you, and they were so beneficial. Thank you for helping me. And I knew you were going to do it. I mean, I was comparing you to some other students that I've been working with over the last month or so, and your speaking just kept getting better and better and better, and your pronunciation, your delivery got much better. You improved a lot with your pacing, with your intonation. So congratulations to you on an excellent performance there. Everybody at YouTube, this is it. She did it. If she can do it, you can do it. We can do this. Okay, let's take a look at one more thing. All right, so according to the picture you sent me here, so we have, like we just said, reading 26, listening 25, speaking 28, and writing 27. So again, congratulations on incredible performance there. All right, everybody, YouTube, you want to know, well, what does it sound like to get 28 on the speaking section of the TOEFL IBT exam, right? Here it is. This is a response that she sent me about a week ago. So this is very recent. This is about the same time. She'd already taken the TOEFL, but she's still waiting on her results. And she was so motivated, even though she took the TOEFL exam, she kept practicing. She wanted to make sure that she did indeed reach her goal. So here it is.
The professor in the lecture discusses the difference between active attention and passive attention. Firstly, she points out that active attention is a voluntary action. For example, she states...
I want to say it's an involuntary action. You had a little trouble with your word stress of that word, involuntary.
That when a professor explains a lesson about frogs just theoretically in a classroom, so students will force themselves to pay attention at first, and then eventually at certain point they will lose their attentiveness. Secondly, she notes
they will lose their attentiveness, I think, attentiveness.
That passive attention is an involuntary action. For instance, she mentions that when a professor brings a frog with her in the classroom and the frog starts to jump around, students will be more engaging, and as a result they will be attentive.
I'd say the students will be more engaged. They will be engaged by the professor. So I think you need passive meaning there. Engaging would be active meaning. If I said the professor gave an engaging lecture, or the students were engaged in the lecture that the professor gave.
Without forcing themselves. So in a nutshell, the professor explains the difference between active attention and passive attention.
Yeah, in a nutshell probably is a little too informal for this kind of speaking. You might say in the final analysis maybe. I'm going to write that down. In the final analysis, or to sum up, or in conclusion. But in a... Okay, so that's the response. You just heard it. Right now, the next thing is if you look over at the actual rubrics. Okay, let's take a look at the actual IBT rubrics here. Put this over here, so let's... Okay, so in this case, let me annotate this a little bit, right? So I think if you look at the 4, it's pretty close to a 4, right? So we can say highly intelligible, right? So we have what's called sustained coherent discourse. You notice the use of the transition words as she was connecting the different parts of the response together, and it was also it was very easy to understand what she was saying. So we can also say her speech is generally clear, fluent, and sustained. I think we had good control of basic and complex grammar structure. She had a little bit of a problem. Remember the word engaging versus engaged, using participles with either active or passive meaning, but it didn't really, as it says, they do not obscure meaning. So there was nothing about any grammar problem she had that obscured meaning in any way. And you have what's called a clear progression of ideas, and she did what she needed to do as required by the task. So that's kind of what she did there. Okay, so that's it. That's what 28 sounds like. Is it perfect? No. Does it have some minor problems? Yes. But there it is. She got 28 on the speaking, and you can do that too, no problem. For more information, you can go over to my blog at bettertoeflscores.com. And good luck, everybody. I know there's quite a few of you at YouTube. You're getting ready to take the TOEFL exam. Good luck. I mean it.